Hi everyone, hi there. I am here to announce you that I am now going to be doing paid coaching. Um, this comes since I have lately been doing some unpaid coaching, as you have probably been seeing if you have been keeping up with the channel. And I will now also publish some coaching videos with a guy in English so that I have videos in both Portuguese and in English of this, and with this I will have something to back this up, I suppose, and also with that it will make me feel what it already does, but it makes me feel like I already sort of did everything when it comes to possible coaching because I've already um, made public things that players can look at and learn from, and um, and I don't necessarily feel like I have to do more of it. So at least like this, it gives me an incentive for me to continue doing it. And from a player perspective, um, if I was a player starting now, I would much rather um, pay someone for them to share knowledge with me rather than actually put money into the game, which there's plenty of people that do. So yeah, this is a way for both me to gain something from sharing my knowledge, and it's also a way for players to reliably um, be able to um, learn more about the game. So this is the announcement that I made in the speed group, and I will briefly go through it and explain my logic. So the first option that I've thought about is just speed or general coaching, depending on what the player needs, and this one would be uploaded publicly, and it would be 30 euros for about 1 hour and a half. If it was more, I also wouldn't really mind. I'm not ever going to say, okay, the time is up, I'm out of here. I'm never going to do that. So the idea of this is just to have a sort of a long session with a player where we talk about pretty much everything that may be necessary, and depending on the player. So, for example, if I am to coach a player who is more experienced in the game, I may just watch him play and look at what he's doing wrong and tell him to correct that, or look at what he could be doing better or more efficiently, and I could help him with that. Or let's say, for example, it is a player who is a bit more newbie in the game, which is totally fine. I would probably focus more on just explaining the basics, explaining how things like scripts work, things like those. So that's what I am looking for here. It's not like I am going to tell everyone to just get into a round and play, because it wouldn't make sense. So it would be 100% adapted to the player and to what the player needs. So that's the first thing. The second thing is the same as before, but instead of the video being uploaded publicly, it would be uploaded privately only, so that only the person who paid can be able to review it if it's that what he wants to do, or it can just not be uploaded at all. But I do believe that even if you would wish to do something privately, I think people would generally want it to be recorded so they can review it later. But who knows? This is obviously all up to the player. And yeah, the idea of this being 40 euros and 10 more euros is that, well, if I'm uploading something to YouTube, I'm backing up what I'm doing. So players will see that I'm doing this, and they will, of course, be reminded that this is an option, and they will know what I'm doing better and more accurately. So if I'm publishing something to YouTube, I'm obviously also gaining something from it. I'm gaining potential customers, and if I'm not publishing it, I'm not getting that. So that's why I asked for 10 more euros from the first option to this. And then the third option has to do with worlds. I obviously am not a world player, but here I am proposing to analyze the situation of a world and to just think about what the best play possible would be in a specific situation. So let's say you have like a big tribe against tribe fight. I could look at it, look at your position in the map, and look at what you and your tribe could potentially do or think about doing in that case. So yeah, that's something that I'm proposing to do. I of course am not as good in worlds as I am in speeds, but I really do believe that people who know how to play speeds can play worlds normally without any problem at all, because we we that are very good in speeds, we know all the tools that can be used in the game, uh, or I mean at least all the mechanics. So analyzing a map and understanding what the best situation um, would be um, out of whatever position the player may be on or the tribe may be on is something that I believe I can do because, well, I've also I can back this up with me having won a few um, classic worlds in Italy as well. Like I've played some worlds, I know how it works. I may not be the best world player, I'm not claiming that, but I will at least always be able to give you a possible different way of thinking about how you are approaching a situation, and that may be very valuable for players of all different skill levels. So either it be like a beginning, just playing the game for the first time, and he has like academy and he doesn't know what to do next, or just like a tribe leader that would like to know a bit better what his move as a tribe leader should be and what he should do with his tribe. Things like this is what I am proposing to do in this option. So yeah, and even if you are a good player, you could do this just for you to like have another input at what decision you may be committing to in a specific world, something like this. So that's the three things that I propose here, and this one I'm saying 30 minutes. Obviously, it will depend from situation to situation, but I mean, if a player is a bit more newbie to the game, I would probably spend more than 30 minutes just explaining general things, and if a situation on the map is complex, I would also probably spend more than 30 minutes. But as I said before, I'm never going to enforce these times, and yeah, that's about it. I'm never really going to enforce anything, and yeah, I'm never going to push anyone to pay me anything. This is more of a just of a reason for me uh, to keep going in a way, kinda. One thing that I have been advised to mention is that this is in no way related to me being a part of the support of the game. I am not going to give you items, I'm not going to give you anything. I'm simply going to share my game knowledge with you and help you improve in the game, which I believe is really helpful already, because I mean, not everyone has the patience to go through my videos necessarily and to like watch a ton of videos to just learn like very specific things. Like for example, someone who may uh, specifically want to learn how to manage multiple villages and play in a specific style, they can come to me and ask me, okay, let's play around with these settings. You can view it, you can whatever. Like it really does depend, because of course we are playing a strategy game, and the players are the ones who will know what they want to learn. Or well, if they are a beginner, they can just ask to like be given a rundown of everything, for example. So yeah, that's about it really. That's what I came here to say, and yeah, that's really about it. I'm not going to be permanently shoving this in your face, so don't worry. But capitalist Duck is now beginning his process, I suppose. But yeah, I mean, I will probably mention that I am doing this in the beginning of every video from now on, but I will not make it obnoxious, and I probably will not even do it in every video. I will not even remember to do that. So yeah, this is simply something that can both help me, because I'm literally getting something out of it, and it can also help players, because I can very accurately design something to just help the player with whatever he needs. Also, something that I also am mentioning is that this will have no impact at all in the speed rounds of any server or anything. everything is done in public rounds, and even if it was to be done in a private round for whatever reason, in the Italian server, which is where I am a speed admin, it is free to ask for private rounds and to just play on rounds privately. You can ask for a round anytime. If I am to ever make a private round for some coaching session, it does not mean that I'm locking this behind paying any money at all. What I'm doing with this is simply sharing my knowledge. I'm not doing anything else. I'm not giving any new tools or some secret shit that no one has access to. No, I'm not doing any of this. I'm simply sharing my knowledge. That's all. That's literally all. So now that all of this is settled, that's about it. So if you are interested in any of this, join the Discord server. It's in the description. And yeah, just message me. Duck Quacky is my name in Discord. And yeah, just reach out to me and we'll talk. We will figure out what the best session would be for you in your current situation, and let's do it. I hope to see you there. Yeah, bye.